Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Isaac. It's Elden Ring release day. I'm playing The Binding of Isaac. You know why? Because what the heck is this? These stats, man. 1 GLQ D1 GF? I'm going in. I don't care. What are you going to do? Kill me? All of our stats are bad. Well, the real reason why is because I didn't have early access, which is predominantly because I didn't ask, I think. I was not a squeaky wheel on this one. However, the other reason is I'm committed to providing you with the best streaming experience possible. So I think, as strange as it sounds, given what I've seen about the performance of Elden Ring on PC, which is that it has a... hilarious. Which is that it has occasional hiccups. I think I gotta wait for the PS5 version to come out in like 12 hours or something like that, which is also okay. I almost died again. I mean, I'm gonna die when I try to leave this room, I guess. I thought if you came in here, they couldn't kill you. Not true, apparently. Well, dude, we're having fun. Also, this is a very, like, effective way to actually start with a good run, which I think we have now. So that's... I don't hold the R key. I might occasionally dare the game to kill me in some circumstances. That's fine. So yeah, I'm not gonna get in like an argument about it. I mean, it's much more convenient to play it on PC. I've seen some people with like some monster rigs be like the performance gets a little spotty from time to time. Weirdly enough, I expect, I mean, I can't back this up necessarily, but I expect that because the PS5 version is kind of like, you know, made for the PS5. Pause button can be good, but let's go Monster Manuel. Maybe it's made with the technical limitations of the hardware intact, and as a result, or in mind, I should say, and as a result, it might run smoother. I don't know. Well, really, the reason I say that it'll run smoother is because I haven't heard anybody complain about it running badly on the PS5, and also Demon's Souls ran like a dang dream. But anyway, if you want, I'm not threatening you. If you want to buy it on PC, go ahead and buy it on PC. It's much more convenient for me as well, but I want to make sure, like, I'm not, because you know what's going to happen if I get it on PC and it lags. People are going to be like, oh, what'd you do, buy the PS5 version? And then I'm going to have to be like, actually, this is the PC version. And then they're going to be like, what's your hardware? And then I'm going to tell them my hardware, which is actually not state-of-the-art anymore, but is pretty good. And then they're going to be like, well, it sounds like something's wrong with it then. I'm going to get unsolicited tech support just because people saw, like, a frame rate dip from 60 to 52, and then I'm gonna have to be like, you know, they're gonna be like, when was the last time you did a Windows update? When was the last time you degaussed your monitor? It's been a while since the degaussing, that's for sure. No thank you, no thank you, nice try. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about. I'm very excited though, the reviews are good, everybody who's played it so far seems to be glowing. They seem to be breathless in their praise. I'm looking forward to playing it and sharing the journey on Twitch as well. I'm excited. Sure, why not? Plus 0.38 range. Thanks. You wouldn't want to give away like too much range and make the game too easy. So sure, maybe that's needlessly bitter. Maybe that bomb was needlessly bad. Hey, don't even try me, mister. Can I get Farting Baby to fart on you here? I did not dodge properly. Anyway. Otherwise, it's a good day. Can't complain. You know, it's almost March. I actually can complain, but not much. It snowed here. It normally snows... I mean, normal has a different meaning in the 2020s so far. I would say, like, from 2012 to, like, 2017... it snowed in Vancouver, on average, like the median number of snows annually was like 0. So, now I wish I had the pause button, but that's fine. That's the trade-offs that make the game so interesting. Maybe like a year and a half after maybe 2 years after I moved here, it snowed for 3 days. And I'm not talking like a blizzard. It was like light flurries. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Snow? I've never seen like the streets with snow on them in Vancouver. I come from a place where the winter is, you know, I don't want to say vicious, but it's like pretty bad. So it's not like I don't know what snow looks like, but it's more like, wow, I've never seen the city coated in a thin layer of white precipitation before. Unless your dad was in town. Doesn't even... Am I saying he has dandruff? Am I saying he's, you know, let's not even go there. But I feel like this year's been kind of crazy. Like, around Christmas, we had a few snowstorms. And I would feel comfortable calling them snowstorms. Like, it's not as bad as the Northeast gets it in the U.S., don't get me wrong. Or like, you know, northern Quebec or anything like that in Canada, northern Manitoba, but like it's pretty nasty. Then 2 months of beautiful calm. Fall spring. Then it snowed last night and I was like, what the heck? It can't snow. It's fall spring. Then I remembered it's actually like February. I know I should be popping this, okay? It's just, don't do as I say, not as I do. It is still February. I've got to remind myself. As much as I would like it to be real spring, it's still fall spring. Today's only the 24th. We still got a little bit of February left. You know what? I'm going to peep it. I'm going to peep it. I'm desperate for damage. Don't hurt me on this one. I want it. I want it. I want it. Come on. I want it. Give me that. You know what? In the whole scheme of things, that could have gone a lot worse. I'll take a tiers upgrade. 0.38. We wouldn't want to give away all the goodies for the price of on the house, right? So I'm basically, yes, my complaint is that it's a little bit chilly. And also snowy, but snow, you know, a light dusting of snow is not the end of the world, obviously. I know, snow's so magical. I try to always think about how magical snow is while I'm like, you know, trying to keep my car from skidding off the road on the way up Cypress Mountain. I always say, oh, the weather outside is magical. Broken modem is insanely good. We gotta go in on this. This is a very meaningful room for us. Good. Pop it. Use it once. Don't use it again. Buy it. Use it once. Use it one more time. We got an ace of spades, which was not what I was looking for, but it's okay. Give me this so we don't immediately die. And then you know what? Follow it up with one of these. Let's just see where we stand. I will add one of these to the squad immediately. This is a big floor for floor 2, huh? I like we're 8 minutes in. We're on our 3rd run. Not a great sign overall. Ace of spades is really good, though. Yes, let's go. I want to make sure I use it on a room that I don't want to do. And that was like the perfect example right there. Okay. Depression, frowny face. So true. But I mean, that's about it. On a local level, at least. Nothing else going on. I'm just like, I know, I was talking about it on stream today. I gotta go outside just to get like new Isaac anecdotes. Because I can't talk any longer. I mean, I can talk about it until I'm blue in the face, as they say. But I can't, for your sake, just go on and on about drivers who don't use their signal lights. Like, we're coming to the end of that logical arc, I would say. You know my opinion on drivers who don't use their signal lights. If you don't, wait 5 minutes. Essentially, you're not that important to save 1 picosecond of time just to not tell people where you're going and possibly minimize the risk of a collision or even just getting in people's way. But then again, I'm like, some people, I think they have a fetish for getting in other people's way. I think that's like, because I feel, and maybe this is again a conspiracy theory of my own. Sometimes I'm at the grocery store and I feel like there's people there that don't know what they're looking for. They're just there to make your trip to the grocery store slower. Like, they're not there to buy food. They're just kind of there to shop. Like, they're window shopping the save-on foods. And they just, like, you know, they'll be crouched down looking at something on a shelf, and then you go to pass behind them, and they're like, you know what? This is too close. I can't properly evaluate all the fajita options unless I stand up without looking behind me and then take 3 big steps backwards. Happens all the time. Paid actors. Now, I'm hoping we will receive some kind of DPS improvement on this floor. I'm leaning too much on Monster Manuel. You can take that one of 2 ways. One way is I'm happy to have Monster Manuel. The other way is as soon as this item becomes that important to you, you know you're in trouble. It's like the 2015-2016 Vancouver Canucks. Is like when we lost Yannick Hansen to free agency. Actually, I think we traded him at the trade deadline. But, you know, we were like, oh no, he's like our 3rd leading scorer. Yeah, but you gotta acknowledge that if Yannick Hansen is your 3rd leading scorer, you're probably in like rebuild territory. Jim Benning. Hater. Noted hater, Jim Benning. Anyway, sorry for the Canucks analogy, but they say, you know, speak about what you know. And I occasionally do watch the team from time to time. Okay, we have Little Chad, who's actually Little Chub. You know what I like about him? Infinite range. And I think that's also another situation where we should acknowledge, as soon as you're happy your range stat is high, it's probably a sign you need more damage. Because most of the time when a run is good, you don't acknowledge your range. You just go, yeah, you know, it's far enough to hit enemies. The fact that we see this as a noted competitive advantage, I think is terrible news for how the optics of the run are going so far. I told you we needed more anecdotes because we're actually talking about Isaac. A little cringe, wouldn't you say? Not really? Okay, fair enough. It is the game in hand. Any red hearts? Any askers? Any chance you would explode and give me a card? No? Okay. This is already shaping up like a long one, but don't worry. I have time. I don't need to pause this one in the middle to go to daycare. I'm sure the daycare provider won't mind if I'm like half an hour late, and I'll be like, sorry, I was at work. But she doesn't have to know this is work. I would never do that, okay? I have to say, you know, there's always like movies and TV shows. Jim Carrey's Liar, Liar, for example, where like, you know, a kid is waiting for their parent to pick them up from school or soccer practice, and like the other adults are getting increasingly like awkward, like as they realize their dad is not, you know, that it hasn't made the kid a #1 priority in their life. It's a sad story. I have to acknowledge that I don't think my parents were ever more than like 5 minutes late picking me up from anything that I was ever at as a child. Now, to never be late at all, like, let me rephrase, because it helps build the moment better. To not be late, like, for one specific thing is easy enough. To have an unblemished, nearly 2-decade track record is actually amazing. I gotta stand up, Mom. Take a bow. Especially, like, it shows you how much of an early person my mom is, especially. Because, like, you know, late people don't want you to know this, but, like, you can plan a little bit for traffic. Help me, please. Like, whenever I say it all the time, so I apologize, but whenever, like, somebody's late and they're like, sorry, traffic, I'm like, yeah, we live in a big city. Like, there's times where the traffic is better or worse, don't get me wrong, but, like, you'll excuse me if I'm not like, oh, is it, you know, first time? I don't want it. Give me the deal with the angel next floor. I want that. But, like, every once in a while, you know, you might be driving and, like, you know, your car breaks down, or there's insane traffic due to, like, a protest or something like that. To never, ever be late across, like, 20 years is kind of insane. So, honestly, that's very deserving of my respect. That's, like, she must have left so early that even if, you know, like, the bridge she was driving on collapsed, she still could have like taken a taxi to be like, I just wanted to let you know I was still coming. We respect that. The mom respecters have logged on. Now I don't have a bomb to blow up the angel statue, which kind of stinks, but please? Okay, it's a devil deal. You could tell. You could tell that one got to me a little bit. Not the mom bit. You know, I'm not that sentimental, but I tell my mom I love her, don't get me wrong. And it's true. I don't care who knows it. I tell your mom I love her too. That's not true. Unless you're my sibling and I didn't know it. In which case, whoa, you know, that'd be weird. How you doing? But, getting absolutely nothing of value on our third angel deal in a row. Yeah, or third devil deal in a row. Yeah, that started to get to me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm mad. A lot of people have been asking me, you mad? I haven't really had an answer for them. Well, yeah, I'm thinking I'm mad. Sorry, surely next floor. I mean, if we want like peak Isaac malaise, I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen here. We're going to get a deal with the devil on this floor, even though we don't want one because we already had one. Like we saw it with the Joker card. As a result, we won't get one on our next floor, which if you play the seed yourself, you'll realize, like, that's where, you know, Sacred Heart is or something like that. And then we'll get one in 2 floors, it'll be Krampus, and we'll slowly die on the womb. This is a run that is being starved out right now. It has no oxygen. We need a lot more. You know, actually we don't. We just need blue candle. 2 bombs. Or, actually, you know, like a unicorn stump? It's heavy copium, though. Like, once you start to have to ask for specifically, like, one item, it's not a good place to be. But that's okay. Even if we lose, we'll have fun. Even if he dies, he's in my will somewhere, so he can just lay back and chill somewhere. That's an original. That one came off the top of the dome piece. I did watch the first episode of the Kanye West documentary Genius, by the way. Kanye is an interesting guy to talk about on the internet, right? I was a fan, you know, when College Dropout came out. I was in high school. I'm not saying that you have to be in high school to be a Kanye West fan, okay? I'm just saying that's how old I happened to be at the time. And then I was really into late registration. Kind of washed out at graduation. Kind of came back in for my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And have listened to absolutely nothing else since on purpose. And not just because that happened to be when I made my exit from caring about contemporary media, like, and trying to keep up with it. The Sisyphusian task of trying to keep up with, you know, the top 400 albums released annually. So, like, people, the Kanye, I don't want to call it a cult, but the diehard Kanye community post-dates my awareness of Kanye West as an artist, essentially. So I feel like sometimes, when I bring it up, that I like Kanye West music, I gotta defend, like, his erratic actions. I mean, we gotta take it. I said erratic, okay? Not, like, erotic with a Boston accent. Like, my man's wicked erratic. By the way, the prophecy didn't come true. We love that. I love that for us. But really, it's just, I think those first few albums, even Graduation, I mean, you know, it has The Good Life on it. And then My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is, like, you know, is very, very good. But they just had some slappers, man. I don't know about, you know, I've talked before. I found it kind of insulting. Here's the thing. I want the music to, like, stand on its own, I guess. So the song, is it Get Lifted that turns into Poopity Scoop? Is like an actually good song, and then at the end of it, rather than, like, you know, put the finishing touches on a masterpiece, he just goes poopity scoop, poopity scoopity poop. And then I say, I don't like that. I find that, you know, almost, dare I suggest, like a little bit insulting, that rather than, you know, try to finish a great song, instead you just deliberately ruined, like, a great song to prove that you could do it. And then people tell me like, oh, he only did that because Drake wanted the beat. So as part of his feud with Drake, he bought the beat and then ruined it. I don't even know who Drake is, man. Like, I mean, I know who he is, but I named like half a song by him. I was a fan of Kanye West music. You ruined your own song and thus my enjoyment for a beef? I don't respect that. Then again, I'm talking about things that I don't understand. I guess I'm just trying to say it's complicated. If you're that deep into the community, if you not only listen to the albums but you also read the manga, then that might be something that appeals to you. But that's, you know, I mean, I guess that's why I'm watching the. Come on. That's why I'm watching the documentary, like, hoping to learn a little bit more about what the heck is going on in the man's life. I mean, I think he's a very talented artist. As a human being, I don't know, but to be honest with you, maybe this sounds like a bit of a cop-out, but I'm kind of sick of evaluating people whose media I like as a human being. As long as they're, you know, not committing murders, you know, openly. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to say, stop telling me that the artists I like are, like, bad people. I'm just saying, like, you know, if Kanye's just, like, a little wild, I can still listen to All Falls Down, right? And if he starts pulling a meatloaf and talking about, you know, climate change unsolicited, then we could talk about that when it happens, but it hasn't happened yet. And I still listen to I Would Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. Even if the dude wouldn't get vaccinated. What do I... It's a slapper, okay? I'm not gonna hold it against him now. You know, that train has sailed. I'll still listen to the Smiths from time to time. They got some slappers. Morrissey seems like kind of a, you know, big piece of crap. But they got some of the best songs of the 80s. I just... As long as you say, wow, this guy was a big piece of crap before you listen to the song, then I think you can totally be like, you know, I was looking for a job and then I got a job and heaven knows. I think I give you permission, okay? Not for everybody. I don't think you should be singing along to Bump and Grind. But I'll let you have Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now by the Smiths, okay? Thanks for 2 Fool cards. I really appreciate it. Just kidding. Hey, are we ready to bring this one back? Isaac Drop a Good Item 2022 Challenge Impossible. Hey, you have a good item. Broken Mode. I mean, something that could let me actually do some damage to enemies. Or augments our stats in any way at all. All of our tears ups have come from pills. All 2 of them. We have 2 HP and 1 Spirit Heart. We have 4.76 damage, which is not that bad for the start of a run, but we're closing in on the mom fight here, man. Like, things are getting dire docks. That's fine. That's fine. That's pretty fine. This is why I'm saving my bombs, because I'm actually like, well, okay, I know what we're getting from this, but that's okay. Level 2 cube of meat. Wait, didn't I have a cube of meat? I did. Oh, I had it from Monster Manuel. That's right. Huge. Is that 2 strength cards? It is. So we'll use 1. That was a lot of micromanaging. I'm not sure if that ended up being worth it in the long or the short term. I'm so lucky. I thought he was going to end his charge. Help me. I need a... Give me an angel deal, man. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for that. I honestly think I need the HP, believe it or not. Normally, I'd take the cube of meat. This is an insult. Thank you. Okay. 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 I think I'm probably going to leave it at that. I'm not taking Breath of Life. This is... I'm insulted. I'm insulted by the way the game is treating me right now. I'm not asking for a free win, but just like a sliver of dopamine, man. Just give me... Just open the door a crack. Give me something. I've been your staunchest defender. I think we might be roasted on this. This was like a cursed Isaac day. Maybe Ed's playing Elden Ring. He's not here to slide the good items through the prison cell meal slot. Come on, this is a good item. I'll pay my entire net worth in order to get Jacob's Ladder. Lovely. What is this? Next item is Metronome. We gotta just be careful. Because, like, if we play our cards right, I think we're doing the right thing with the D1 right now, which is always get it, like, once every 4 rooms we get a card. Even if the cards haven't worked out yet, it only takes a couple to really start to, you know, pop off. But also, Spirit Hearts. Also, I should have thought of this earlier. We probably had the D1 when we got that Tears Up pill. That would have been a nice one to hold, for sure. You can use it on the shop to get a free consumable. Like, start putting your head in the game. You know, this is, at the very least, although Jacob's Ladder has helped us out a ton, this is not an autopilot run. This is a run you got to pay at least a little attention to. I would love Red Stew. Red Stew is one of the smartest items they've ever added to this game. Mostly because it gave me an excuse to play fast and not be yelled at for it. And whoa, that's surprising. That's something I've been after for a long time. So thank you to Red Stew for that. It allows you to have like a guaranteed amount of damage when your damage is bad. That allows you to go fast enough to hopefully get to another bit of good damage. You know what I mean? I didn't really explain it too well. Basically, it's like a loan. But it's like a loan in like the old sense of the word, where it was intended to actually like be paid back. Instead of, and like, okay, so this comes across as the opposite of what I mean. You think I'm taking the side of the banks. I promise you it's not the case. I feel like in the old days, the idea was like you got a student loan, and then you use the student loan to pay for tuition, and then that guaranteed you, like, you know, well, not guaranteed, but mathematically on an actuarial table gave you a chance of having higher earning power for the rest of your life, and then you paid back the loan. Nowadays, it feels like, you know, the student loan is something you get and then you just make interest payments on for the rest of your life, at least according to what I see on the internet. I feel like Red Stew is like a good loan. That's a loan that we get where they're like, it's gonna come due at some point, but by the time it comes due, you're probably going to have enough damage to do whatever you want by yourself. And I'm so thankful for the opportunity. Now, I'm gonna skip our item room. I promise you it's not to try to get a planetarium. It's just because whatever item they could give me, the odds of it being more valuable than the damage we would likely lose from Red Stew is not nil, but let me just say I find it a little unlikely right now. Give me this. Give me the... I don't know. Give me the sword. They're both kind of good, I got to admit. And then on the next floor, we're going to do 2 rooms, duplicate our card, which is actually just going to give us a random card, but then pop the Emperor, because we really don't want to just, like, lose the Emperor for no reason. Or lose our card for no reason. By the way, we should not have taken the sword. I forgot it overrides our existing tier effect, so I'm annoyed with myself, but you live, you'll learn, you cry, you learn. My devil deal. Okay, this is a scary time for me. The Emperor's Strength. I didn't think this through at all. I don't know what I was doing here. But our damage is really good. There's no denying that our damage is really good. Get me out of here. You know what? Give me some supper. And I'm just going down. I know we lost our card in the process, but I'm just going down. I didn't think twice to think about the fact that the Emperor, using the Emperor means we also have to walk back for the card if we want to keep duplicating it. So I think once you get the sword, maybe I've kind of entered like head empty mode. You know what I mean? Basically, I'm dumb. What the heck? I don't know. Did I get hit by maybe like a broken modem shot that got stalled? Did you see that? I thought all of those spikes would disappear. And I just went beast mode on it. That's a new one. That was scary. Okay, let's not do that again. Oh, I can fly. I told you I was on head empty mode, man. I was so happy with myself. I was like, I really am the king of diagonal walking. It's embarrassing, man. I think we can actually drop a pill. The thing that works against us with the D1 and a good card actually works to our benefit when we have like a neutral pill in the D1, I think. Because we could maybe get some like tears ups out of this. Hello? Wonderful. That would be wonderful. I'm starting to believe we got a chance. I mean, we've been holding this trinket the whole time just to get like an item room in a shop on the cathedral. And I stand by it. What is this? I hate everything. I guess that's the problem with my master plan. I don't hate everything. Just largely drivers. And before you say based, also cyclists and pedestrians. But largely to a lesser degree because their errors or lack of attention is much less likely to lead to, you know, physical injury or death for myself. We don't need to go down this road, though. Or this bike path. Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared for what awaits us. We're quite low on the damage front. Like, it is not unworkable, but it's certainly, like, you can feel that we've lost a lot of the red stew power here. That's very nice. I'm not even sweating the loss of the key at all. Damage, I regret saying it was pretty low, because it's actually doing some great stuff for us. We just gotta basically stay winning. Play as fast as you can without hemorrhaging HP. Still good. Still good. It's just a little airborne. Still good. Oh my, what the heck? I'm almost dead. Dupe it. Oh, well, that doesn't dupe that. It could dupe anything. You could have easily gotten yourself hooked up. There we go. That's what it's all about, man. Go ahead. Come on down. You're the next contestant on... I'm gonna hit you twice with my sword until you die. Okay, I think we've lost our red stew bonus fully. Holy cow. You know what? I'm taking that just to say thank you. Just to say thank you for giving me a good item. It doesn't do anything? I would like my range up back, please. It didn't do anything? I would like to return my sword to the sword store and take the cross instead. What a colossal mistake, man. Incredible. What an incredible use of game resources. Oh no, our watch, it's broken. The finest minds in game design, and the end product is a big pill that makes your game look like it's from the... Look, I'm going too far, okay? But this is what happens when you push a man to his breaking point. If you want to make the devil laugh, if you want to make the devil shudder, show him a nice guy losing his cool. I don't think so, Tim. I don't think so, Tim. Tim? Let's go. That's a penny. I thought that was cracked crown. I got a little excited. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. My sword, it's not breaking enemy bullets. I do appreciate the broken modem here. Thank you. I think we might be playing the Game Boy Advance version of this for the next, like, 20 minutes. Based on that being a big pill. Get owned, get owned. I know I lost my HP. I honestly didn't even see what hit me. I'm gonna guess maybe some kind of broken modem interaction with a bullet that also happened to be slowed. Just from this being the slowest boss fight of all time. Which I'm quite fond of right now. Hey, we're back. Look at that. Where's my Tech X? Where's my Tech X damage? Okay, apparently I am breaking bullets sometimes. I almost walked right into that. That's probably what hit me last time. Okay, drop me in. This is disastrous. This is not a great situation. Open, 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 open. Thanks for the help, as usual. It was maybe a little too bitter, but duplicate. Hierophant, that's insane. Thank you. That's wonderful. Okay, Aquarius is maybe not so bad now. We don't really need Mr. Boom. Hierophant stays winning. I don't know why I say that so much now. It's just, you know, added to the lexicon, added to the vernacular. It's nice. I like it's more like a bungalow here, you know? There's a lot of horizontal real estate on one side. We're basically in the garage right now. What's our luck stat? 3.64? Where the heck have you been hiding? I didn't know our luck was so high. God, what I wouldn't give for like a real damage upgrade. I miss Red Stew, man. The intellectual and nice thing to do would be to be thankful that Red Stew appeared in the first place. But the little entitled baby inside of me, what the heck? Is like mostly just mad that I didn't get to preserve it or at least find something to supplement it while I had it. But that's okay. Get him, get him, get him. The worst part about this is after all the complaining, I'm probably going to win. And there's nothing like, you know, worse for your optics than being like, wah, I won. Wah, wah. So I acknowledge that impulse within myself. All I ask you to do is not evaluate the result, but instead the means by which the result was obtained. And here, I think we got a little lucky. Not with our items, but essentially, well, okay, I mean, this is an item, but like with the D1. The D1 is really, I think, the thing that has kept us around for this long. I guess we could have been duplicating trinkets as well. Send me. Send me. I also made a major mistake. I shouldn't have taken the sword. If we don't take the sword and we take that cross instead, it's no problem. At the same time, if we get like, you know, a damage upgrade, a health upgrade, or a tears upgrade from any of our bosses, we're also probably feeling like pretty good about our lives in general. Anyway, we did it. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!